All right, well, let's go ahead and start class in a seat. You can sit however you'd like, whatever's most comfortable for you. All right, today it's starting to feel more like fall. So let's take a little bit longer today to warm up the body. And the first thing we're gonna do is just bring our hands together and create some friction. You can feel how that heat, you can create heat. Let's keep rubbing palms together. And then relax, hands in your lap, close your eyes. Feel that little tingle. And take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Filling up the lungs. Emptying out. Helping cleanse the body with your breath. Let go of tension, let go of stress. Let go of anything that might be holding you back from healing. It's important for the body and mind to feel that sense of relaxation and that sense of connection where you can really become one with your mind and body. Really noticing current situation. What do you need today out of this practice? And allow yourself to receive it. And don't be afraid to make adjustments, make it your own practice to fit your needs. Let's go ahead and bring our hands back together and rub them with friction, create some heat. And for just a moment, place your hands over your eyes. A reminder to turn inward and heal from the inside out. Go ahead and drop your hands back down, open your eyes. Let's come into our tabletop position for cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, bring the gaze up. Exhale, curl and round. Moving the spine. A reminder that this is where our main energy centers lie. So it's important to warm the spine up and to notice how you feel up and down along the spine. If there's any tight spots or sticky spots, try to open them. Breathe into them. One more inhale. And exhale. And come back to neutral spine. Let's do our spinal twist. Inhale, right arm up. Roll out the wrists. Take a deep breath in. And thread your right arm through and lower the head down. Breathe into your right shoulder and adjust your left hand. You can take a deeper twist. Feel the right side of your neck into your shoulder. And release this side, press back up to center. And we'll switch sides. Reach left arm, circle the wrist, and thread through. Adjust your right hand, maybe up and behind the head, using the fingertips to press down. Keep your hips high as you turn through the upper back. Release this side. Come back to center. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now keep that neutral spine. Option to keep your toes untucked, or some people like to tuck the toes back under for this one. So if you don't untuck the toes, you're going to try to press into the tops of your feet and lift your knees. So it's a pretty big stretch for the front of your feet and for your ankles. And then of course you can feel your abs engaged, and then release back down. If you have the toes tucked under, then you'll get more of a stretch for the toes, lift the knees, and lower back down. So you decide which one you want to do, toes tucked or untucked, and do a few more rounds of just lifting the knees, lowering back down. Kind of like a hovering tabletop. Last one. And then hips all the way back to the heels. Take a child's pose. Curl the head up. Step your left foot forward. If you need to use the ground, you can, or adjust your hands to the front thigh. Sink your hips forward for low lunge. You could also have hands on your hips just to feel where they're at in space. And a reminder to lift the chest. Good. And try to hold that low lunge. Float your arms up overhead and breathe. Inhale. And exhale, release your hands down. Step your right foot forward and find a halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Then fingertips back down, step your left foot back, lower the knee, and stretch the hips forward. Maybe bring hands back up to the thigh or to your hips, and pulse forward and back. Then hold your low lunge, reach the arms up, and breathe. Good, hands down, top of the mat, and step forward to the top, find that halfway lift. Exhale, let's fold over the legs. Take a couple deep breaths here at the bottom. Maybe rub your hands up and down the legs for a little massage. A really nice way to help warm up the muscles is just by physical touch. Then lengthen the spine, come up to standing. On the inhale, we'll reach the arms high. Exhale to heart center. Inhale, reach back up. Keep your palms pressing together, stretch over to the right. So a little different feeling with not interlacing the fingertips. Just using the press of the palms to keep them together. Come back up to center, inhale, and exhale over to the left. One more breath. Come back to center, release the arms. Chair pose, bend the knees, sink the hips. Another great pose to help warm the body up quickly. Reach the arms back up, biceps by the ears. Hold for about 5 breaths. Inhale. And exhale, straighten the legs, fold forward. Step your right foot back, plant the heel down. Get strong through your legs and inhale up for warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, cactus your arms and hold. Good, extend the arms out by your sides and see if you can do eagle arms. Left under right, elbows meet, palms meet. Inhale and exhale. Reach the arms back up overhead. And then exhale, bring hands down to the top of the mat and step back for a plank pose. Hold your plank. Then lower to the knees and lower to the belly. Press tops of the feet down. Press your pubic bone down and lengthen the spine as you lift your chest. Exhale, relax. Inhale, press and lift. Exhale, relax. One more lift. And lower. Good. Now interlace fingertips behind the back. And we'll do that same thing. So start by tapping your chin down. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Reach the arms back behind you. And then relax. Lift and squeeze. And relax. And one more. Lift and squeeze. And relax. Bring hands back under your shoulders and transition into down dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Breathe, press the heels down. And then look forward, walk to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold, grab opposite elbows this time. Three deep breaths. And release the arms, curl up to standing. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the heart center. Inhale, reach, full body stretch. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Step left foot back this time, plant the heel down. Get strong through the legs as you rise up for warrior one. Sink into it. Feel your back calf stretch. And then exhale, cactus your arms. Reach the arms out, and then exhale right under left for eagle arms. Wrapping elbows, wrapping palms. Maybe tuck your chin a little bit and breathe in between your shoulders. Inhale, arms float back up overhead. Exhale, hands down, top of mat. Step back for plank. Hold your plank, get strong. Then lower to the knees and lower to the belly. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, relax. And then inhale, lift your chest and hold. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Transition up and back to your downward facing dog. Start with your big toes touching this time, and we'll lift the right leg high behind us in warrior, or in down leg, down dog with leg lifted. Good. Feel that stretch in your legs. Stay strong through your shoulders. And then release that right leg. Three-legged dog on the other side. Lift your left leg high. Work on your split stretch. Good. Release that side. Come down to your knees and take a child's pose. Nice job. Curl your head up. Step your left foot forward again, starting in your low lunge. Tuck your back toes under. Then bring your hands down to your mat. And we're going to rock in between this low lunge. And then move your hips back. Try to lift your front toes for a half split. Okay, so rock forward to a low lunge. And then back for half split. Let's do 3 more. Okay, in your low lunge, lift your back knee up and see if you can bring your hands up to that front thigh. And hold, get strong. Reach out of the top of your head. Good, now place your right hand down and reach your left arm up for twist. Now bring your left hand on the inside of your left foot and adjust your left foot to the outside of your mat for runner's lunge. Sink your hips forward. You can untuck the back toes. Maybe look forward, lengthen the spine. And really try to sink into that left hip crease. If you need to move your hips a little bit, you can. And you might even be able to drop down to a forearm or both forearms. I'm going to stay up on the hands today. Good. Release that left side. Take a child's pose to reset. And come up and step your right foot forward. Start in that low lunge. Sink the hips. Really stretch your left hip flexor. And then bring hands down to the mat. And we'll rock the hips back, straighten the front leg, lift the toes. Hamstring stretch, and then back to low lunge. So we're shifting the stretch each time. This is actually a great stretch to prepare for full splits, but we won't go into that today. Good, let's do one more. And then lift your back knee up. Try to bring both of your hands up to that front thigh and lengthen out of the top of your head, your back heel. And just get strong through your legs. Feel your right glute engage. Squeeze your left knee straight. And then drop your left hand down, reach your right arm up, and twist to the right. Lower your right hand and adjust your legs for runner's lunge. So now we're focusing on the right hip crease. That long spine. Maybe untuck the back toes. And your hips may feel different side to side. Just notice those differences. Nice job. Release this right side, slide it back. Whew, that was a big stretch. Take a child's pose to reset. Then come back up to your downward facing dog. Big toes are touching. Lift your right leg, open the hip and the knee this time. So try to stack your right hip on top of the left and keep your shoulders straight in line with the top of your mat. Release this side and switch sides. Lift your left leg, open the hip and the knee. Good, and release. And walk your hands and feet together. And wrap your arms around your legs. Give yourself a hug. Maybe a big sigh will feel good. And then curl yourself up to standing. Reach the arms. And exhale into the heart. And give yourself a few breaths. Let the head rush go away. Feel the blood come back down into your legs, into your feet. We'll work on some of our standing postures. So from here, let's take a little step back with our right foot and get really grounded through the feet for pyramid pose. So our hips are still facing forward. Inhale, reach the arms up. Have your palms touch again. Exhale, reach out in front of you and dive over that left leg, either using the shin or maybe your hands can touch at the on either side of the left foot on the mat. Lengthen your spine halfway up. And then come all the way up to standing. And step forward and switch sides. All right, we're strong in the legs. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow forward. This stretch is mostly in your right hamstring. So breathe into it. And come to halfway lift. Lengthen spine. And then all the way up to standing and step forward. Deep breath in and out. Now let's work on some balancing. So we're just gonna go into a single leg balance. Shift your weight into your left leg. Peel your right knee up. And either work it towards 90 degrees, or you can work on hugging the right knee up and into the chest. So strong through that left leg. Good. Okay, now kick and release that side. Switching, right leg is your standing leg. Lift the left knee. Either 90 degrees or hug it up and in. Good. Kick, release this side. And shake it out. Okay, now we're gonna switch that and go into airplane. So tap your right toes back, bend into your left knee, and lift off of that right leg, extending your body as long as you can. Reach your limbs, pull your abs in. And then maybe you can just get a little bouncy through that left knee. Working on the knee joint. And then come up to standing. Pause and breathe. And we'll switch sides. So tap your left toes back. Bend into your right leg. Lift off. Maybe a little bouncy through that right knee. Ooh, I feel completely different on this side, so you may be feeling that too. And come up to standing. Pause and breathe. Awesome. All right, let's do our open hip series. So step your right foot back and we'll work on our triangle pose. Hinge forward at the hips, pull back to center. If it's easier to bring hands onto the hips so you can feel, you can do that. You want to stay long on both sides of your torso. And then start to drop the left hand down, reach the right arm up. Inhale. And exhale, peel yourself up. Stretch that left arm high, get an opposite side. Stretch, and then release, and let's just turn our feet. So turn to the back of your mat and lean over your right leg, hinging forward. Pull back up. Start to drop down with the right hand. Reach left arm up and breathe. Pull yourself up to standing. Turn all 10 toes to the side of your mat. Reach your arms up. Take a deep breath in and exhale, fold over the legs. Feel that awesome stretch in the back side of your body. Good. Slowly come back up to standing. Pause at the top. Now keep your legs as they are. And we'll reach right arm up and over for a side stretch. And relax. And left arm. And relax. And take a little step in with both of your feet. Get a little bend in your knees. And I want you to draw a big circle with the top of your head. So you're circling your upper body in one direction. And then let's switch directions. Good. And come back to center. Give yourself just a little massage on your low back. You can use your thumbs and some circular motions if that feels okay. It can be really gentle as well. And we'll step forward to the top of the mat and come down and transition onto our mat and roll onto our backs. Hug the knees into the chest. Just give yourself a few moments to transition. Notice your body, your energy, your breath. Let's start with the figure 4 stretch. Right ankle on the left thigh. Grab for your hamstring or your shin. And take deep breaths into your right hip. Focus on keeping your back flat, shoulders down. Release this side. And take your time to switch to the other side, left ankle on the right thigh. And try to relax. Everywhere besides that left hip is getting the stretch. Nice job. Release this side. And then bring your hands just under your low butt or your back or your low back or your butt. Extend your legs up and point your toes. And then flex your feet. And point and flex. And then point. And then keep the feet flexed. Bring your heels together, toes out. Bend the knees in. Extend the legs out. Bend the knees. Keep pressing the heels together. Extend. Squeeze. Lots of core and inner thighs. Do one more. And then when you bend the knees, I want you to lift your head up. Grab for your feet or your ankles on the insides of your knees and try to kick your feet up for happy baby. If it feels okay to rock side to side, you can. And then bring your feet back together and knees back together. So legs are going to go to a tabletop this time. And then we're going to start to bicycle the legs. So just start bicycling forward. Really good for the knee joints. Of course, our core is engaged, working our hip flexors. And then switch directions. And then release and hug the knees into the chest. And take a deep breath in and out. Then lower your feet down and we'll work on a few bridges. So arms are down by the sides. Let's curl the hips up. Hold at the top. And then roll it back down. Relax completely. And then start again. I like to think of bridges as a spinal massage. Focus on how good it feels to roll on the spine, but also to engage the glutes, the hamstrings. Really think about it. And then hold at the top on this last one and breathe. As slow as you can, roll it back down really, really slow. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. And then use a little momentum to come back up to a seat. Find your sit bones underneath you. Sit up tall. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Let's work on our boat pose, lifting the feet. Hold your boat, breathe. Good, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the feet back down. You can curl forward to relax. Then bring hands behind you. Feet hip-width distance apart. On the inhale, lift up for a reverse tabletop. Exhale, relax back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and hold. Breathe. Three, 2, and 1. Relax. Crisscross your feet and come back down onto your belly so we can stretch those abs that we just worked. So bring your forearms down, forehead down, and just feel your belly relax into the mat. Then on the inhale, start to press your forearms down, lift the chest. Maybe you can lift the elbows, just depending. You can always adjust the arms so they can be straight out in front of you. And then relax down. All right, let's do that again. Start to lift. Either stay on your forearms or lift the elbows. Relax elbows, relax head. And one more time, lift the head, option to lift elbows. Open your chest. Lower and come all the way down. Use your hands as a pillow. Just take a moment here on your belly. Now bend both of your knees and just sway the feet side to side, massaging across your hips. Then bring them back to center and see if you can reach the right foot with your right hand. You can keep the left foot up or you can extend the leg down. Either way, let's try to stretch that right quad first. If this is really challenging, you can do this on your side to give you a little bit more space. All right, release that right side. Switch to the left. Try to press your left hip down into your mat. Lengthen the knee behind you. And then release that side. Now drop your arms by your hips and look off to the right side. So you're resting on your left cheek. So you'll exhale the air out. And on the inhale, your legs will lift. Keep your hands down and lift your chest. And then relax and look off to the left side. Lift back up, extend the legs, lift the chest, press your hands down, and relax. Do that a few more times on your own. See if you can get higher. Or just maintain where you're at. Then bring your hands back under your shoulders. Press back to child's pose. And get that great stretch for your low back. And start to bring your palms together and lift the palms behind the head and stretch your triceps. Then release the arms and bring them down by your ankles. So there's off to the side, and you're resting on your forehead. Then curl your head up. Bring your knees in for camel pose. I like toes tucked under. Start to move your hips forward. Drop the tailbone. Open the upper body or the front body. As you lean back, you can stay on the low back or you can make your way down to the ankles. I think I'm going to come back up to the low back and just work on my chest. Work on opening that upper back. Then you can release and find a seat out in front of you. Extend the legs and just start to fall over the legs. Taking a gentle forward fold. And then come up and find that comfortable seat that you started with. So if you can, sit cross-legged. Hands on the knees. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, collapse. Bellows breath. Filling up. Emptying out. Few more. Hold at the bottom. Hold that empty air. And then come up to a tall seat. Deep breath in and out. This next one is a warming breath. So it's quick exhales out the nose. So it sounds like this. I'll give you a couple demonstrations. So you take a big inhale and then quick exhales. So the inhale should kind of come by itself and you can feel the belly going in and out, in and out. If it feels like you're losing your breath, that's very normal. The more you practice this, if you notice that mine seems like I can go a lot longer, it's because I've practiced it more. So be gentle with yourself. And this is a warming breath, so you will feel heat in the body. All right, deep breath in. Exhale. Sip the air in. Relax the air out. And just take a few normal breaths. We'll do one more round. So that breath of fire is known as Kapalabhati in Sanskrit, which is the yogic language. And it means blow to the brain. So after you breathe, after we finish this time through, I want you to close your eyes and just notice your forehead, your brain, the way you feel in your head, and see if there's any cooling or opening in that area. Inhale. Quick exhales. Finish. And then evenly breathe in. Feel that blow to the brain. And just take another moment here to be still, to appreciate your body and what it's done for you today and every day. And you can send yourself healing vibrations, healing energy through your thoughts, your affirmations, through your actions, and through your beliefs. Believe that you are on this healing path. and that you're doing all the right steps you can. You're doing the absolute best that you can. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Namaste. Beautiful practice today.